everybody.
Big dreams.
Hi.
Hi. We were not ready for this one. Good God.
I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's fine.
I mean,
I don't care that the caption's caught. Oh shit, we're at logo.
welcome to tonight's episode of Bitten, everybody. Hi. We are so excited to be here. This is episode 10 of season 3. Wow.
That's crazy.
And what's more crazy is that we're not going to be limited to 11 episodes this time, which is kind of cool. So we are not going to be nearing the end just yet. So without further ado, little recap. Ooh, I am so sorry. A little recap, shall we?
There we go.
Sorry, your mic stand sounded like an old creaky door.
I heard that through my headset. I was like, oh, okay. Well, here we are, everybody. So, in the most recent episodes, you guys have arrived at the Reaver compound and have found it in a state of, well, it's a city, and you were not expecting that. Just outside of the city was this shanty town where you had met a few different people who are down on their luck, one being Meadow, the owner of the Tankard and the Toad, one of the more well-established taverns here, and the other person being, Yamil, the inventor that was creating the Autotato. You guys had talked to them and had figured out some pieces of the Autotato that needed to be upgraded, but, as well as Priest Isaiah, the very well-meaning and very devout follower of Soul, to the point that they've been placed in the House of Soul here in this shantytown. You have found the shantytown outpost in which you were able to gather some information about the dwarven vault in Kalbuldar, the dwarven city that was about 2 days travel from where you're at currently. And you did a perimeter around the shantytown, found that there was a sewer system that was guarded. There was a giant wall into the city that had mounted griffin riders and guards, and you found that this city is on the side of the ocean where you spoke with Meadow, who talked about how that ocean is filled with pirates, and pirates who shoot blighters at other ships. Very scary stuff out there, but you were able to regroup, and at the end of last session, Torin and Hava did a nice little team up where the two of you decided to search for the entity who you had learned was here in this town. You used your Dark Whispers ability to find the entity, creating not a two-way connection as it's supposed to, but a one-way connection, where you delved into the labyrinthian mind of the entity and found its core, what that entity desires most, which we found was suffering. You found that this was indeed a demon from the circles below. And just as you pulled out of the mind of this thing, just barely missed you in its reach. You were able to come back into your own body in the tavern. And so, with that, as you return back to your body, you and Hava, that is along the same time as you recover from that spell where Ilora, Crucible, and Roila, pling, ding, ding, the door opens up and the three of them walk in.
Hava and I are in one of the rooms, I think, at this point. So I think there's a solid moment where we're both like,
They're back.
That was a lot.
yes, it was. I I may be in trouble for doing that because Roila may have specifically told me not to do that. But just why don't we just ease that into a conversation at some point? Just,
So, with the information we now have, are we keeping that secret, or are you? Because I feel like that's something we tell the others, maybe.
Absolutely. I think it's just a matter of working it. And this is like, as I'm sure they're like walking up the stairs. So he's like, I think we just need to find a way to work it into the conversation. Maybe have a more conversational thing like we did research and discovered.
Okay, you say we. Do you want me to say anything or no?
I
think the bounty is worth looking at as Ilora walks in.
And Hava does not get a direct answer. This is great for her mental state.
So,
I love it.
It pays well enough that we'd all be able to get inside, which is lovely. And also, we may not die.
Okay. Not dying is great.
Ilora's eyes dart to Torin, but they don't stay there too long. They'll go back to Hava because you're the one talking, and she'll say, anything on your end, either of you?
Not particularly just yet. We're still hoping to flesh some things out, maybe.
There's still time. I know we probably should rest a bit, but I do have some ideas for taking a bit of a fly around. Nothing too suspect, quite far away, and certainly not over the city itself, but just maybe getting a better sense of things. If anyone who can fly would like to come with, that would be less suspicious than me going alone.
I can do that.
Or I can...
Crucible's so not quietly, proud.
Oh, well, I
can do that now.
I can't fly. Instead, we saw that there were the sewers that were there. They seem guarded, but with this new information about at least access to the ocean, almost all water will go to the ocean. So perhaps there's some sort of other entrance in and out of there. Or in particular, if we get in by doing this mission, then I think that with our track record and the short time that I've known you, that getting out is going to be just as important as getting into there.
That's a fair assessment.
I think Roila...
So right.
I think Roila starts to... He's been kind of like sitting in the hallway. He's been like trailing off in thought and then kind of catching words here and there and goes, getting out. We can just teleport.
And we also have a Riftwalker to bring us back to Heart's home, should we need.
So we're not short on options, even if we are separated.
I gotta learn how to teleport next. Everybody else is doing it now.
By all means,
everybody else
it's
is
very
teleport.
taxing.
Can't fly, can't teleport. So
If you find a scroll, let me know. That'd be lovely.
Doubt
Something
anything
tells
as
me-
valuable as a scroll would be out here, but
I don't know
perhaps
that
we
it
can
is.
decide.
It's with the dwarven treasure
Oh,
The
the
thing we
treasure we're
cannot
not
touch.
supposed to
that we
touch.
cannot touch.
Speaking
I
of
follow
which,
the rules.
would be about 2 days travel for us, and then we wouldn't have to worry about the time getting back.
It's not bad at all.
Not
Right.
bad at all.
It's the fastest option we're going to get.
And it would give us enough currency also to help out anyone else we needed to as well.
Did you hear that? Did you hear
Their
that?
Perhaps the
parts are
motorcycle
quite
driver.
fast around here.
They're pretty advanced here. The
Really-
Reavers, they really
really
know how to
booking it.
rev it up. Yeah.
They're like
Yeah.
Like they may have found some more of those cores.
You know,
a very
they've got-
greasy gang, greasers, if you will.
gangs.
They're rolling
They've got-
around
yeah,
there.
Those
Sure,
griffins are souped up.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Don't want to
We
be on
got a
the wrong
face
side
palm
of
from the storyteller. I consider that a win.
I think the safest bet is that whatever we do, we should probably depart tomorrow. So we use tonight for reconnaissance and prep.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Agreed.
Cheers.
Are you
Rest
planning to
first or recon first?
Are you planning to fly at night so as not to be seen, or in the day so that you can see better?
But it would also make visibility harder.
I will be going in daylight hours. Also, because I think I could probably try out some hunting with Crucible nearby so that we're actually seen coming back with something. If they have a capable crew, they'll be wanting to make sure that we're not just casing the place.
Sounds good.
So we should go first, and when we return, rest for us, and good luck with all your recon. Let us know if you find anything, and if you need any help.
Right.
Understood.
And Ilora hasn't even sat down, she just got back, and she'll kind of wipe her forehead and look at Crucible and say, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Good, because I'm a terrible hunter. And she'll walk right out.
You're not that bad. I've seen.
Oh, I am. I am, though.
You're not. We've caught fish together. Yeah, you. No.
You were catching the fish. I got the berries off the bush.
Okay, all right, fine.
I ripped the
Hey,
bush
this-
out of the ground and shook the berries.
Foraging is just a less bloody hunting, in a way.
Wonderful.
deep.
I'm sorry. That was deep, but a bit morbid. A little bit. Sorry.
It's all right. More than
Okay.
I can handle. I am quite capable. Just less
You are.
so at the act of hunting.
We'll see.
She
Don't sell
looks
yourself
she looks
short.
genuinely nervous about failing at something. Not about hunting like it would be bad, just that if she can't do it, it would be bad for her mental state.
Her mental state.
You know, Laura, failure is not good for her. So I think, yeah, she's already putting a lot of pressure on her brain for the hunting part.
I
First time making an A- in hunting. Oh,
So nobody sees me departing as Crucible. I will go up to one of the rooms and then just hop out of it like a large black rook and take off.
All right. So the two
off
of
she
you
goes.
are going to be doing some high-flying reconnaissance of the
Yes.
city, trying to not be seen, but still get some visibility on the city itself. Okay.
Yeah.
What is everybody else doing?
I think Roila, once Crucible leaves the room, because I
Why?
assume he'd probably jump through the one that Ilora was staying in, will go in
No, I'm
there.
not allowed in that room. She didn't want me in there.
Oh,
right.
Well, I'll be going in there, and I'll go in Ilora's room and search for the prophecy book, the book of prophecy.
Stinker.
Okay. Ilora, would the Book of Prophecies be in your room?
I don't think so, but maybe
Okay.
should I roll for it?
Well, would you have dropped any of your stuff off in your room?
I haven't even had time yet. The second she
Mhm.
went to the room alone, she saw someone leaving and she took flight after him out into the church.
Mhm.
Sure.
And she was able to show him some of those texts and things like that. So
Right.
I don't think so, not yet.
Okay. Okay. So then, Roila, you walk into the room and you find that it is empty.
Mm.
Another obstacle in your plan. You might need to talk
He's
to
always
Ilora.
got a plan.
I'll sleep soon. What? I will.
That is true. That's true.
I think he'll still go. He'll still go.
Okay.
I think he's going to go to visit the church. But I think he is going to take a short rest first to
Okay. Yeah,
swap
you guys
spells and
you guys
regain
can have a
little
short
hope.
rest. That's totally doable for sure.
If they're taking a short rest and I get back before he leaves, never mind.
Good question.
Never mind. If it happens,
That is a
it
good
happens.
question. Yeah, I mean, you guys can take 30 minutes to, take that short rest. You're already probably like 15 into it now, 10 into it. So I guess it depends on how quick the recon mission goes. So, okay, so that is a plan for Roila. What is Torin and Hava doing then?
Torin's just gonna sit with his fucking guilt at obfuscating a little. I think I think I don't like that I did that. I think I have to tell Roila at least.
Isn't he the one you said was going to be mad?
Yes, but I think what I'm feeling now is much worse compared to what I'm going to feel when I tell him. And also, I don't like that I hit that.
Do you have a plan for what we're going to do with the information? Or did you just want to know?
I think I just needed to know what it is and why it is.
And now we know where it is, which is also in the city, which is where we're going. I'm guessing you don't like this entity. I'm getting that vibe. Are you trying to kill it?
Yes. My main concern is trying to find the tools to do so. And now that I know what it is, perhaps I can figure out how a little bit easier.
Roila's very good at coming up with plans, but sometimes Roila's plans may not always include everyone else.
There is a unfortunate pattern that I have also recognized in that regard. I will hope that we can be keyed in a little bit more going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not think I should tell him?
You don't sound confident, is all I can say.
I respect his privacy and his planning and his strategic mind, but I also can understand that it can cause strain in the group when we don't know what it is that we are planning for specifically. So I will attempt to gather what information I can about said plan as we come up with it so that everybody's on the same page.
Well, how about this? What we know already. The entity is bad, one. Number two was also after the research, right?
Yes.
And we're trying to find a researcher. Don't you think there's a pretty decent chance we may run into this entity when we are finding this researcher?
Yes.
Is that something you're just like mentally anticipating, and that's what we're sitting on top of as well, where we're just like, okay, I think that we're going into a death trap, and now we know we're going into a death trap with this other thing too?
If we can find a means of drawing its attention in a way that allows us easier access to said researcher, i.e. somebody who has spent the last 20 years with it in his head, perhaps we can trick
Would that be
this entity.
suspicious? I feel like, oh, hello, look at me over here. And I'm not a planner. I simply typically get one or two things to do and I do them. This feels like a lot of steps and unknown things. If you want to kill it, I think we should figure out how to, which I guess would be books? I don't know. Ilora is the one with the books. We should try to figure out how to kill it, see if it's in that same place, or figure out where it is. They feel like those things would be together if I'm looking at the pattern here. And I don't think that it will be easy. I do think if you're worried about us getting out alive, telling the others is going to be crucial to survival. But also, I'm worried that they may try to do drastic things in order to keep you from being hurt by someone they know who has hurt you. Which is dangerous. When people care a lot about each other, they're willing to do ridiculous things that might get them killed too. I just know you love your friends.
I just did. I do love all of you, yes.
But perhaps if we get some information so that we come to them with a plan so everyone doesn't do a plan in their own way. Because everyone might be, if you're worried about one being upset, the others may be too. I don't know. That's just the vibe I get here. That thing was really scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we
I'm
write
sorry
down a
to-
list. Oh, you're sorry? Or what?
I probably should have given you more of a warning as to what this thing has done and how it behaves and the history between myself and it. I thank you for your help, and I know that I put you in a scary situation, and I should have probably been a little bit more forthcoming. So I apologize.
Unnecessary, but apology accepted. I just want to help while I can. I know what my path is, but it seems like my path keeps me along here with you. So if you need help, I'm here.
It is mutual.
Awesome. You need another drink? You seem like you might need another drink if you're going to talk to Roila and you're just nervous.
Yeah,
Do we
I
need the
might
stuff
another
from the
drink.
smaller container that smells really strong? Is that going to help?
Yeah, that probably would work. I think that'll
Okay.
do the trick.
And she's going to wave down Mundo and try to get like whatever the strongest liquor is to help Torin.
You see Mundo is at the tavern, like the bar, and he currently has a like a large puzzle that he's working on. That he's currently working on, like the outside pieces, and then he just looks up every so often and sees your hand. What would you like? Something.
What do you have in the smallest cask that burns the most?
Moonshine. Got it.
Perfect.
And goes back and starts grabbing the
And leans
strongest
into
stuff.
And leans into Torin. I've never had moonshine, but I watched someone order something like that before. It
out
sounds
of
nice.
all of the
Like the
alcohol,
moon.
out of all of the alcohol that you could possibly imbibe, I think this is the one where I'm genuinely curious if your nature will literally set it on fire.
That's exciting. And she just kind of, her black flame arm starts to flicker a little bit. I've never tried.
Amazing. Roila, you are doing a short rest during this time, so let's check in on Ilora and Crucible. The two of you begin your flight, taking to the skies, hoping to learn something about this city. So, with that, let's go ahead and do a group finesse roll. So either one of you can helmet. I'm assuming that would probably be Crucible here.
A group finesse.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And it's higher now because I'm a bird.
A bird.
I'm a bird.
I'm a bird.
I'm like a bird.
And what did you say? Finesse, sorry.
Finesse. Yeah.
That's a 18 with hope.
That
Cool.
is
Okay,
What,
your
Meadow?
mic cut there, but I heard 15 and
yes,
it was
with
fear.
fear. Mhm.
Okay, so the fear doesn't matter because it's yours is a reaction roll, but that is a failure. Brings it down to a 17 with hope. That is a success. So you're able to fly out, taking to the skies, keeping low to the ground as to not catch any attention towards you as you're flying away from the city through the shantytown. People do see you passing by, but nobody really pays any mind because it seems like you're leaving. Then once you're out of range, as well as you're a bird, so that is true too.
Yeah.
Hi, Kujo. This is... Hello?
Get back here!
So you continue your flight out, and once you're far enough away to where you know that people probably aren't keeping an eye on you, you then begin your ascent towards the sky.
Mm-hmm.
You get pretty far up there. You see a large amount of territory here. There's a lot of acres of farmland here. Like I said before, there's like this palisade. It's around the city is that really strong stone wall. And it seems like they need to have some sort of perimeter around the farmland because there's farmland and they don't want blighters just walking up and down it. So they have these not shoddily made, but they're not as strong as they could be. These palisade walls that completely surround the farmland all the way to where the ocean is. You see that there are farmers, and every once in a while you see that there are guards that are kind of walking up and down, just making sure that everything is safe, as well as nobody seems to be stealing anything is another reason. But you do see the city in all of its splendor. What are you trying to find with this?
That's something I would like to say as we are making our ascent. I think some planning happens mid-flight. So what exactly am I looking for?
Weak spots,
Weak spots.
decrepity, crowded areas or areas of turmoil. If we can determine exactly where the gladiator ring is, that'd be wonderful to avoid.
Right.
The layout in general. Maps can be outdated, especially maps outside of the wall. Why would anybody give a blueprint to a city they're trying to keep everyone out of? So I'm just making sure everything aligns. And if there's any leverage to be had, we get it first.
All right. Because I can't. So, as a rook, because I got to pick one of those things. I can't ask all of those things because I can ask you one question without having to roll.
Okay.
Listen to your heart. And I will also roll separately because
Yeah.
So 2 questions total, but yours will get an answer.
I think because I'm still so afraid Hava's gonna burn down the Colosseum. I think I want to know the nature and expanse that is this rumored Colosseum, if I may.
Okay. All right. So you are just looking for like a way into the Colosseum, or you're trying to understand what about it?
I don't want to go in there.
Sure.
I don't want to go in there.
It'd be
I
like
want to
seeing a
know where
bird
it
in
is,
the airport.
so I can be like, Hava, let's look over here, and I just keep steering her away.
If there's a Colosseum, Hava's just gonna
Got
see
it.
that tall building.
Yeah.
That's true. Maybe it's a dumb question. Maybe it's dumb. I take it back.
So yeah. I mean, I'll tell you what you do see.
If it's
that is like,
obvious-
if it's an obvious answer, I will just give it to you because you're fucking flying in the air and
Okay.
you're looking down at the city. Absolutely. So specifically towards the Colosseum, it is so fucking easy to find where that Colosseum is. It towers over the residential buildings. It
Okay.
is on like the edge of, there are a few main roads that cut through the city, which is usually how they split the districts. One of those splits is between like the larger sort of Meadow, you had asked about certain things. There is that that faith district in which there are a lot of larger buildings with steeples and what you imagine would be temples scattered all throughout that district. It seems like right up against that and into the residential area is where this large Colosseum is placed. And just outside of that is this large like row of market stalls and shops. So it's like a town square almost right next to that Colosseum. So it's very easy to find this Colosseum.
Okay.
Very, very clear where it is.
Can I ask a question that would be less obvious then?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Then I will try with this ability, I will try to assess the weakest point in the perimeter. If I can.
Do you have to do any like instinct or instinct check or anything like that for this?
No.
It's just
says
you
I
get
don't
to
have
see.
to
That's
roll,
totally fine.
Johnny. I asked you a
Amazing.
question. You tell
Amazing.
me. Just a bird.
So you see that there is a dock district.
Okay.
And that seems to be the most open
Okay.
because of the foot traffic that goes through there.
Transport in and out. Yeah,
You see,
yeah.
there's a lot of like, there's really not a whole lot of entry between the shantytown gate and there is another gate that is towards the eastern side of the city.
Yeah.
You guys are at the southern. There's not a whole lot of foot traffic over there. However, there is a lot from the dock district where a lot of the storage and shipping and trading typically ends up happening. So if there is a way to get in there, it could be potentially you could maybe show up as a dock worker or
Yeah. I
a
just thought
merchant
about-
or something
yeah.
like that. You could definitely
Let's
take advantage
steal
of
a
something like that.
boat.
You could try stealing a boat.
One
That
of
is
them glider
absolutely
boats?
something you can do.
Let's steal
Yes.
a boat. No, it's not one of those.
The boat.
You don't know that.
De-blight the boat.
Ilora's never even seen a boat before. You think she's going to trust a boat? What do you mean it floats on water, but it's heavier than anything she's ever seen? No. Witchcraft. Unsoul-like.
Haunted. That's haunted.
I will say
Unsolely.
you do have like it says, you do have a bird's eye view here. So is there any other
Mhm.
questions that maybe more obvious questions that you might have that I can answer here?
yeah.
Things that you're searching for.
I am looking. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go. No.
I am specifically looking for empty or decrepit or ruined looking areas, aka, God forbid something go wrong, a place to hide out, get quickly, or if we're infiltrate into the place where it's least patrolled or crowded, etc.
Sure.
Is there anything that I'm seeing that's noticeably empty or older, like run down?
Older. This entire city seems pretty old. Decrepit. There's a lot of parts of the residential district that seem to be worse for wear. Specifically, there is a place that is towards the more eastern side near where the entrance is. The entrance is like almost the exact point of east, and just north of that, like, is sort of a slums sort of area, for lack of a better word. It seems like there are, broken down buildings and stuff like that that you could just barely see off of, how far you're looking. You can see there's like a lot of water around there, which typically means moisture, which typically means either molding or rot of wood and stuff like that. So it leads you to believe that probably is the spot where it's like the most decrepit in the city.
Gotcha. And those griffin guards, how many of them seem to be flying at a time? Because when we were down on the ground, I only saw one kind of overhead.
Sure. In the city in total, you see that there are perches all throughout the city. There are like small towers in which they stand guard.
Oh no.
Yeah. Flying folks here in the world of Daggerheart is very common. Who would have thunk? It is something that they are very well aware of as a threat to entering the city. Yeah.
Okay, great. Crew, anything else you wanted to learn or ask?
I don't. Jonny's already told me quite a bit. Because it says a question.
And you could get another question through a roll or through whether or not it's something that's obvious.
What other things did we discuss? We discussed weak points. We discussed Colosseum. We discussed decrepit places.
And the guard.
Do we want to peek at, what is it, the light or whatever? Like that HQ?
So there is a very obvious Citadel such spot in that Faith District.
Okay.
There is this large stone wall perimeter and a small little hill in which a large stone castle is perched.
Of course they're in that castle.
That seems, if there was any leader of the city, they're probably there.
Well guarded, Jonny?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
very much so. Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't there be? I will say there is also a tower in there that seems to be different than the other architecture that's around it.
Like a Roila style tower? Like, what are we talking?
Go ahead and do a knowledge roll.
Okay. I'll do that.
Does this tower look like Roila would like
This
it?
tower-
Yes or no?
Computer, does this tower look like Roila? All right, come on. He's not bad. Hold on, math. 18 with hope.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, 18 with hope.
With your bird eye, you're able to see that this tower doesn't have any entrances from what you can see.
Oh no.
So, yeah, probably something right up Roila's alleyway.
I hate it. Okay.
I think once we've taken a good look without staying too long,
Yeah.
Ilora would, do a little head motion, kind of make a dive for it. Nearest brook, small pond, any area for, some fishing.
There is a river that runs just alongside the city in which you can absolutely go fishing. One last thing that you do see. Just inside of the shantytown entry, there is a large compound in which you see a lot of soldiers and guards that seem to be a bit of a training ground of sorts just inside of that entryway. So if there's going to be a large guard presence, it's going to be there.
Mm-hmm. Bless
So.
you.
Okay. Question, how large is that building? Like if it's a barracks or something similar, how many people does it look like are milling in and about?
Yeah, it's more of a compound than it is a building.
Okay.
So it's similar to the Citadel situation where they have like a stone perimeter. Not really of that same stature. They do have like a perimeter around it, so it's probably I would say a few acres of area. There's a lot of people in there. There's probably like, just quick guess, probably like 1,000 or so. Yeah. It's a large area. It's a large area.
Okay, stealth mission.
That's
We're
too
doing
many.
stealth mission only.
Yeah, so
stealth mission.
yeah. There's
No
a
trial
reason
by
why the
fire.
Reavers have such a bad name to them is because they have the numbers. They have the numbers and they're ruthless.
That's too many people.
That's too many people.
Too many people.
Okay,
They have an army.
yeah, towards the river, away from the 1,000-man army.
No.
Amazing.
Straight
That's
to
it?
the river.
No, that's it.
Shut up, Dan. Oh my
No.
God. You know
Do
what?
they look
I wish you would.
flammable, Johnny?
I wish you would.
I'm just
No.
saying, we did a chain lightning that hit how many blighters?
That was. Don't even.
Now,
don't
hear me
even.
out.
With
If
your
we're
crit.
going to set compound on fire, we're also setting the Colosseum on fire. Like, I don't know where the
We're
problem
sneaking in.
is.
We're sneaking in. We're not lighting anything on fire. We're sneaking in.
Roila, I'm on your side with this one.
I'm joining a convent.
Wasn't that like what the cult was?
Oh no.
No, they were
Don't.
cool with making babies.
Oh.
So, you return to the
Don't
river,
join a convent.
flying down to do some fishing. Is there anything that happens there, or should we move on?
I just want to roll to see if I really am bad at hunting.
Amazing.
That's all, Johnny.
All right.
That's all I want.
Let's do. I think this would have to. Be,
I wanted to I really want to do this like grab fishing, just standing in the water.
I think this is an agility roll. I think
That's
this
so
is
funny.
an agility roll.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
It's like from Mulan.
Great. I can't.
that's what I was- that's what I was
love that
thinking.
for me.
Oh, man.
All right. I'm not adding any experience or anything to this because I do think
Yeah.
Ilora wouldn't have a lot of experience.
Right.
That's pretty funny. That's a 17 with
That's good.
hope.
Okay. Yeah. How does it happen that Ilora is able to catch a fish?
I think it's at Crucible's teaching. I think I'm genuinely listening to what Crucible tells me to do in terms of how still to be, how close to be, how deep to be in the water, etc. If we should even land by the river in the first place. Like the second Crucible starts giving tips, Ilora starts listening and trying to learn a bit.
Like I can hear your heartbeat from here. You gotta slow down. You gotta slow down.
They're wiggling in there.
They are. That's the whole point. You want them alive. But before something is dead, it is alive. Technically, we're wiggling around right now.
I'm
And what you're
going
doing,
to touch it.
You're
I
going
just-
to touch it. You gotta. You've seen a fish before.
Yes, but I don't touch them until they're cooked.
Okay. All right.
Big difference. Big difference.
It's wiggling.
So, with the teachings of Crucible, you are able to catch fish, and
Nice.
you are both able to gather enough fish for however much you would like. With a 17 on agility, that is good enough for both of you. How long do you guys stay there?
Oh, it's so quick. It's literally just well, for Ilora, it's quick. If Crucible wants to keep hunting, like if she doesn't think it's enough, or if she seems reluctant and actually says we should stay, Ilora would consider it, but regrouping with everyone, getting out of wet clothes, getting rid of the smell of fish is immediately a priority.
I would never undermine your haul by saying we need more. Let's go.
I love you for that. I think the second she grabs fish, she just like tosses them, but then turns around and goes.
It's good. It's good.
And so I think with the 17, if we're able to have as much as we need from this river in a short span of time, it would just be enough for to ask Mundo to cook it up for us, and also some to give to Yamil and to Isaiah.
How will Mundo feel about that? What does Mundo serve at the tank? Because he lost.
There
his
was
fish.
meat in the stew he served us, right?
Was there fish in the stew?
I don't know.
Jonny, we cannot
You're
hear you.
muted.
You're muted,
muted.
love.
Whoopsies! You had meat there. Like it was more like beef and pork there, but like I mean, they had fish as pets, but in like a small pond. It's a tavern though, so I mean, like they're probably going to serve whatever they can get.
Whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to accidentally offend.
You give fish. What the fuck is this?
That sort of
How fucking dare you?
Yeah, what I'd like to do is take it all back to the tavern and pay him to cook all of the fish for us so that we can distribute it to the people we've already kind of committed to taking care of and checking in on, as well as ourselves. And then just head back to the toad and the
Tankard and the toad.
Tankard and the toad.
Yes, of course.
The good old TNT.
Yes.
That's where we're going.
Well, all of that will probably take around an hour at least.
Oh.
Which means, Roila.
Why do you say it like that? You say it like, okay, has anybody played One Night Ultimate Werewolf when they're like, robber? That is what Jonny just did.
Robber,
Open your mouth.
close your eyes and reach for your card.
Roila, you have finished a short rest.
Yes.
Ilora and Crucible are not here yet. At the end of that short rest, you're able to meditate, change your spells, and ready yourself for what's ahead. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna start making my way over
Alrighty.
to the direction of where the church is. Also, too, I think I will take a little bottle of our alcohol that we brought as well.
Okay. All right. You approach the church, the House of Soul. Inside, you find. Well, first, how are you, and what are you doing as you get to the House of Soul? What do you see this dilapidated building, the entrance with a off-kilter symbol of soul. What does Roila do?
I think he kind of pauses, seeing the structure, and I think he just takes in his surroundings and tries to listen to what's happening on the inside of the church first.
Okay. The windows of stained glass are shattered, boarded up, leaving the only way to surveil inside would be listening in. So, as you press your ear up against the door, please do an instinct roll for me.
That is a 11 with hope.
You're not able to hear much as the rain that's happening out here is obfuscating whatever you might be able to hear inside of the church. I will say you'll hear like a of some sort of furniture movement, but nothing that gives you any clarity as to what might be going on inside.
Gotcha. I think he will just open the door. He won't knock. He's just going to open it.
Okay. You open the door, and at the very front of this temple, you see sitting in that pew there, this priest who is just topping off whatever bottle they have, this flask. And they quickly put it down, and as they turn around, you see liquid dripping from the side of their mouth as they... Welcome. Also, you're still in your elven form? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So then... Welcome to the House of Soul. How could the house help you today?
Oh, I'm just a wayward soul like many, searching for answers in this world. As he begins to slowly make his way down the aisles.
Aren't we all looking for answers? Yes. Yep. What kind of answers can I help you find?
That's a great question. And I think he'll go and sit at the front pew. Is there like an altar to look at, or a symbol of sorts?
Yeah. So, catching you up with the House of Soul. Inside of here is decrepit. It is, broken stone flooring. The pews are being held together by a wish and screws. You see that there is like a prayer what was the name of it? I totally forgot. Anyways, there's like a prayer kneeling thing around the central dais here. And then there is a pulpit in which the priest would be had they had a congregation. There is a central altar where there's memorabilia of Soul. There is a... Laura, did you close that hole that you had created in the roof?
I don't think so.
So there's water pouring in.
So there's a bit of water that is pouring into the House of Soul here. It wasn't a large hole because you were only just trying to peer in. So there's that. But there is a slight drip here that is falling into a now placed bucket. All of the stained glass that was in here is now just those boarded windows. And there is an open ceiling where you see all of the planks above you, joists. This is a down on its luck church, to say the least. And this priest has very nice robes, which is a stark difference from the rest of this environment. So,
I think he sits down and places his sword laying down across the pew and takes off his pack, his traveler's pack. What brings you to this place?
Well, believe it or not, I was part of the temple district inside of the city, and I had a very nice station there, and I was placed here to connect with the people outside of the city, because they also need soul.
How do you think Soul feels looking at all of this?
Well, probably about the same as what I feel, which is very disappointed.
A city that was devoted to the reverence of Soul, reduced to a den of thieves.
A den of thieves? What do you mean? What? Are you calling me a thief?
No. I'm speaking of what lies beyond the walls of this church.
People of the shantytown is what you mean. You see them like blinking one eye at a time while looking at you.
I need to know what sort of man you are.
What do you mean?
Who are you? Leave down, Isaiah.
Mind you, did you mean to say his name without asking his name?
I did.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was not Daniel. That was specifically Roila. Wonderful. You see him start to answer. Well, I would say that and then stop. Wait, how do you know my name? Who are you?
Information is easy to come by. Questions can be asked. Conversations could be had. Divination could be casted. This Roila begins to stand up and walk towards the priest.
Are you spying on me or something? Wait, did the faith send you? Oh God, oh no. I swear this is just I was on break and I wasn't drinking on the job. It just I forgot to put the closed sign out.
And just puts a finger on his forehead and just taps it and uses a token of restoration to remove the drunkenness from him.
I swear I forgot to put the sign out. I forgot to put the sign out. Why did it keep yeah, somebody just came in here and just did that to me earlier today. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. I would say that I am a very good man, devout follower of Soul, and somebody that very much. Of course, there is no other god that I wish to serve other than Soul.
Where's your devotion? The people around you grow hungry. They're in pain. They suffer under the tyranny of the Reavers.
I can't argue with that, but what would you have me do?
What does this mean to you? And I think he goes and he pulls out the bottle of alcohol that he brought and starts to pour some of the alcohol over the preaching pulpit and just over the altar of soul.
What? The faith didn't send you, did he?
Someone mocks your God and you stand idly by.
Who are you? Why are you here?
I'm here because I don't want to stand idly by.
And what do I have anything to do with this?
We all have everything to do with this. Do you think just because tyranny is at your doorstep, that because you view yourself as powerless, that gives you the privilege of inaction?
I don't know. Why are you here?
I was raised as a worshipper of soul. Now I serve no god. But I still walk this plane to do the work that they supposedly placed us here to do. Create a freer world. Help the needy. Feed the starving. Punish those who have done wrong.
I agree.
So, who do you think has done wrong?
I don't think I'm the right person to ask about that. Everybody in Soul's Light is a person that can redeem themselves.
I'm not asking about Soul's Light. I'm asking about you. Someone who has served in the Faith District. Someone who has seen inside those walls. Who understands this city and the way it functions. Its government, its politics, even in glimpses.
You see, their eyes are looking towards you, and they're looking towards the exit as they're trying to formulate an answer here. Well, I would think that there are people who try to take advantage of their position, and they are the ones that are doing wrong. And then they just start booking it towards the exit. I'll spend a fear to do that.
All right. Let's see here. Do I keep it chill? Yeah, I'll keep it chill. I'll cast a levitation.
Okay.
To see if I can stop them from running.
Okay.
That is a... Yeah. That's a 18 with fear.
Okay. That is a success. So you cast that spell just as they grab onto the door, and they slowly start opening the door at the same time, and it is like floating into the air as part of that fear. You have casted it and they haven't been able to get out, but the door opens with them as they're what do you want from me?
Isaiah, I just want to know about this place. And I want to know who deserves my wrath. And then as he's casting levitation, I can move him anywhere within close range. So I just sit him back down at the pew next to me and just sit next to him.
As the door, because it would open out. So as the door opened out, you lifted it up, and as you pulled him towards you, the door closes, and he moves towards the front of the church and sits down. You see terror in his eyes as he looks to you and just says, "Are you a god? Are you a god in mortal's clothing, here to test me? Because you have to say if you are."
Are you afraid, Isaiah?
I don't know how to answer that.
Are you afraid?
Yes.
It's natural to be afraid when the world seems bigger than you. The obstacles in your path seem far too great. The fear is only natural. But all you need is a single act of courage. A rock, cast it into the ocean. Create ripples.
Are you going to tell me what that brave act is so that I can do it for you?
First, tell me everything you know from your time in the city.
Oh, gosh. I worked at the Temple of Soul with the Faith, who is the religious leader of the city, under the eye of the light. He slowly, as you don't really react to anything that he's saying, he slowly puts his arms down, as he was trying to defend himself if anything were to happen, but now he seems to get into a bit of a groove as he says, well, under the light, I was working with the Faith for a while, and there was someone who came in about a year ago that took over as the advisor for the light, and since then, I know the Faith has been sort of against the person being here because they came out of nowhere and they just didn't really say much other than they promised the light something. I don't know what it was. I'm not privy to that information, but I know that the Faith was looking for some sort of way to find dirt on this person, So maybe they're the one that you need to find divine justice on.
The faith in the light. What did you think of the faith as you served them?
I mean, they're it's no mystery that I'm not really into this sort of stuff, right? They were a little eccentric, I'd say, but outside of that, they knew what they wanted to do. They wanted to bring people to Soul, and I helped in whatever way I could.
What were the ways they did that?
Weekly mass, speaking with the people, providing food and services for those in need. What you typically find with temples. I mean, outside of what they did for the temple, I didn't really focus on what they did. I wasn't really like following them around, you know?
And then the light.
Right. Yeah. The descendant of the Luminarch, as it were. What about them?
What are they like?
They're nice. But they don't really interact with anybody outside of the Citadel, so I don't really know.
Does this not conflict, the faith being in association with the Reavers? How do they view that relationship?
Well, that's the thing. That's where the general comes in. There's a position of power that specifically deals with the Reavers and their soldier-like everything. The general is the one that leads them, and she is the one that talks to the light about things that are going on, though typically it's sort of hands-off. Light doesn't really, like I said, interact with people outside of the Citadel, so I don't really know anything about that. But I don't know. Maybe he's part of a lot of stuff that they do. You're barking up the wrong tree here. I just had a position in the Temple of Soul. I don't know much else outside of that.
Did you have a friend in the Temple of Soul? Someone you trusted?
I mean, the faith, I guess. Well, they were kind of high and mighty a lot of the time, so a lot of them were high and mighty. See, the thing is that, at least this is what I think. A lot of people typically like play the part, you know what I mean? They're just vying for power, just like anybody else. It's just through a different way of getting power. And you know, I didn't subscribe to that sort of personality, you know?
And
I wanted to just be me.
Here. Right.
Yep. That is why I'm here. They just didn't like me. I didn't want to suck up to the man, you know what I mean?
No, I don't. I don't think that's the truth.
Yeah, it's the truth. It's the truth, all right. If you don't suck up to the man's gonna get you. That's just how it is. That's how it is here, at least. I don't know, you know, how it is wherever you lived. So, yeah, just...
Well, the man I used to answer to was dead. So.
Okay. Yeah. Did I tell you, like, I'm not part of like the higher management of this city. I just want to make sure that that's
Then how did
very
you
clear.
end up here?
I just didn't want to be part of that. That's why. I told you, like I said.
Can I make a?
Absolutely.
We made a.
Yeah. This would probably be presents.
Presents?
Yes.
I'm good at that. Don't you worry.
I
Was charm,
I know.
perform, deceive? Okay. Would you, hear me out, would you consider this a knowledge roll? Because I'm trying to analyze this guy.
in this sense, you are information gathering, but you are trying to persuade him to give more. So I do think this is a presence roll.
No, I feel that. I feel that. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, that's a 17 with fear.
Okay. Okay. How do you impose yourself?
I just stare at him.
So he answers and you're silent, and that's the worst, is when you give an answer and they just wait. So you already see how antsy he is to answer these questions, and so you just wait. And he stares at you for a moment to see if you believe it, then trails off, looks back, sees you're still staring. You see him shift his positioning in his seat. All right, what do you want me to tell you? That I was drunk half the time that I was there? That I only got the position because of who I know? That I already fucked up. Yeah. I only had the position there because I knew some people. I'm not going to tell you who, because I'm strictly forbidden to do so. But I fucked up. I stole from the church and was drunk half the time I was there and didn't really care about others and only really cared about the next time that I could get out and go get wasted with all of my friends. So if that is a crime, if that deserves your divine punishment, then do whatever, I guess.
I don't think there's anything left to say, Isaiah.
Oh. Hopefully, I'm gonna let you go is the next thing you're gonna say.
You said you wanted a test, right? Roila stands, grabs his sword, he grabs his traveler's pack. He takes the same bottle, half poured out on the altar. He places it down on the pew where he was sitting, and he says, "Make it through the night without a drop. Take that bottle back to town. the same tavern you go every day. And return that bottle in the morning. And then make something of this place. Not for soul. Not out of shame. Not out of fear. Because there are others out there like you who need a reason to keep going. You need something to believe in.
Go ahead.
He lets go of the bottle.
Go ahead and do a presence roll one more time.
I'm gonna.
Come on,
gonna use,
nasty Johnny, give him
experience.
advantage.
Boop, beep, boop, boop, boop.
Come on, Johnny, that was
Just
a
a-
really good
No,
scene.
because I'm still
advantage.
so on the fence with this guy. No, this is gonna be a straight roll. Straight roll.
He's such a goober. I love him.
You know what? I'm going to use 2 experiences Hold on, before I roll. I'm going to use Teacher and Carve a New Future.
I think those absolutely fit here.
The teacher stare fits so well in this.
That's
Oh,
quite
no.
literally the worst I could possibly roll.
Stop.
No.
And what did I say, Johnny? Give him advantage.
Is it a 1 and a 2?
It doesn't sound like it would have
No,
helped.
second worst, my bad. That's a 1 and a 3, which still becomes a 1 and a 2 with my -1, which becomes 3 plus 4 for a total of, because I spent 2 hope on this, believe it or not, for a total of 7. So
Buddy.
them's the
And then
breaks.
Soul himself shouted from the sky, "Hey, listen!"
Listen, this game just wants me to fucking kill everybody.
So-
I get it.
They're like, you're not spilling blood. Fail. Not today.
They
This
wanted
one
this
wasn't
guy
for
to
combat.
die, actually.
You set the bottle down and you begin to walk down the aisle towards the exit. And you just hear him say, "For what? Why? What's the purpose? I was put here because I did bad things. And I imagine that bad things can't happen to me out here because of people that I know. And I'm sure eventually I will be put right back into the city. So why would I waste my time trying to make this shithole so much better? Are you a god?
You want the truth, Isaiah?
At this point, yeah. I just need to know what's going on.
I'm not a god. But their blood does flow through my veins. I'm a wizard. I'm a brother. I'm also a murderer. And I have killed so many people to get here. And I will go into that city. And I will kill anyone who stands in my way from building a better world. I cannot give you hope.
A better world for who?
For those who come after me.
What, and you just get to decide that? Are you going to kill me? Just
What
because
reason do I have to
said
kill
I
you?
didn't want to stop drinking? Just because I didn't want to make this shithole into a better place? Why am I the one that has all of this on my shoulders? I'm not the one that did this. I'm just as much of a victim as anybody else here.
I think Roila drops his image. And then the figure before him starts to grow into 8 feet tall.
You just see shock on Isaiah's face.
You're not a victim. You're a coward.
Markings on your forehead. What is that?
My
What is that?
birthright. What do you know of these markings, Isaiah?
Open it. Let me see.
Open what?
Open it.
GM, can I tell what he's referring to?
He's pointing to your forehead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, his third eye is always open when he
Oh, it's open.
has everything fully revealed. Yeah.
Amazing. So, as the eye blinks open, you see he takes a step back. Giants will rise. Your brother, you look distinctly like your sister who was in here earlier today. You need a way in. I can do that. I can contact the faith. I can tell him that you're here. I can tell him that the prophecy is coming true, that you are here under Soul's light. You need a way in. I can do that. That is what I can do.
But you believe in the prophecy.
Fuck what I believe. You need a way in. I know a way in. And if I find you, I get back there.
That's an interesting proposal. Tell me, quickly, what do you know? Who is in favor of the prophecy?
I know that answer. But I'm not going to tell you because I need this just as much as you do. You
That's
need
fair.
me. We have a symbiotic relationship here. This is a win-win situation. You need a way in. I need back in the city. That's all it needs to be.
He perverts his form back to Elvish. Fine. And he holds out his hand.
I think a verbal agreement is good.
I guess I won't be needing this. And I think he'll go to get the bottle. Just so that he's in melee range and he will do recant.
It's 1 minute, right?
Yes, he's hoping to revert the conversation back to before he transformed. Not the whole conversation, just to the point where he lost face and before he turned around.
Before you turned into Roila?
Yes, before I revealed my full visage.
That was more than a minute away.
Someone check the clock. Someone.
How about this?
Rewind the tape.
We'll go back.
Exactly 1 minute.
We'll check the tape. We'll check the
Flag on the
tape,
play.
and I will
If I
tell
may,
you
if I may.
exactly. We will
If
go
I
to
may.
break.
Bring it to
If
the
I may,
instant
if I may,
replay.
if I may,
Yeah.
real quick. Speaking like totally not metagaming or anything like that. That'd be really
Sure,
fucking
sure,
weird. A good substantial chunk of that conversation that happened was under the assumption that his eye was open and
That
or
is true.
closed,
True.
and then you ran it back, and then
True.
it turned into the. So
I will run it back.
Let's run the
Do we
tape.
have a way to do that live? I don't know.
Let's put a vote.
Are you
in the
streaming on
chat.
YouTube?
Chat,
No.
Should we go back? Put a vote in there.
Yeah, reps, let's review the play.
Yeah, chat, we're reviewing the play. Was that under a minute?
Oh
Ready, go.
man. Oh man. Okay.
Come on, it is
Welcome,
under a minute,
readers.
isn't it? Isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know how to do that.
Then you have
don't-
to
Oh, wait,
make
someone
you
make a
have to-
clip. If someone makes a clip right now,
Yeah, but then
you should be able to
Oh,
clip
we've been
it.
arguing for a
how
minute
long
now.
ago? Yeah, I know. Seriously.
Don't worry. When did the raid start? Shout out to the Raiders.
Hi, Raiders. Welcome in. Too far back to make a clip. There was that little bit of running it back. It was one of those things
Shit.
I'm thinking of, like, think about it sentence-wise, right? It was like, what are those
Listen.
markings? Da-da-da-da. Who do you
Listen.
believe? Blah, blah, blah. I can get you in. No, you
Right.
can't. Da-da-da. And then, boom, I think it's under a minute.
But
Listen,
I think
listen.
that was over a
Listen,
minute.
Linda.
I think it was.
Listen.
I think the part where you said answered this quickly, I think that was where that moment would end. I think
Right.
but that was after you had shown that you were Roila. It was I know that I can get you in, and then it was what can you do? Just tell me quickly. I feel is that checkpoint. So I think
right,
that is what it would end up going back to.
Should we deliberate over break?
I think we need to deliberate over break. Absolutely. I
Those
think that is
those
a good
Reavers are back
chat.
again.
The Reavers are back with the 17-horse
Oh.
carriage.
Well, chat, as we deliberate and go on BioBreak stuff, you should do the same. Deliberate amongst yourselves what you think should be the case. Personally, I'm of the mind
And
it's a
vote in our
TTRPG. Why
favor.
not leave it to a roll of the dice, like a
That is
die
probably
roll?
where I'm going to end up going to.
But with that in mind, everybody in chat, first off, thank you, huge thank you to Diana of the Rose and Zeal Zaddy for the raids. Thank you guys so much. I love you.
Hi,
Oh, thank you for
guys.
trusting us for your community. We're going to take a quick break. In case you have not been here, Bitten is a Last of Us and Walking Dead inspired TTRPG campaign where we're playing Daggerheart. And if you're wondering what the hell is happening, go check out previous episodes. But we will be right back. Get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink, take your medicine if you haven't. We'll see you guys in about 10-ish minutes. Be right back, everybody.
Welcome back, everyone.
There we go.
3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone.
Yes, that's a thing I do.
We have rolled back the tape. We have
The refs have reviewed the
Flag on the play.
they
Offsides.
I'm getting
Yeah,
in that
just
it
that
was
penalty.
it was right when he had said, "Tell me quickly," and right after saying, "That's an interesting proposal." So, 1 minute on the clock. Right back over to the offense in this case, which would be Roila.
Got it.
Please do that spellcast roll.
I.
Do
Oh, so
you
I still
want
have
to
to-
change what you're doing in that situation then? Knowing
Yes,
that would
'cause
probably
Roila would know what a minute back was.
You're absolutely right,
exactly know
yes.
what a minute
Yeah.
was. So,
which I guess is,
He's-
I mean, like, yeah, but here we are. Anyways, continue.
yeah, I think he would grab the. I mean, if you still think he would have made the roll, please don't think.
No. That's
Okay,
fine.
okay.
We're good. Yeah.
So I think he will grab the. He'll grab the bottle of liqueur that he brought, and put the cap back on it, and say, "Meet us at the tavern tonight, midnight."
Done. How urgent is this? When do you need to be in there? Should I be contacting them right now?
No.
Do not take advantage of this. Do not try to work around me.
You were one to talk. I meant every word that I said, that I
I did too.
kill anyone that would get in my way. Now, I say,
I swear to you, I just want a place back in that city. I don't want to be the food of a herd of ferals.
and you have to understand that there are forces at work far more powerful than the ones that you served.
That's fine. As long as I have my home inside of the city, inside of the stone walls.
I don't think you understand. You won't be having a home, depending on who gets their way in there.
Then I guess it's in my best interest to get you in there then. For both of our sakes. Fair?
Quietly. Midnight.
Fine.
You tell
You have-
no one.
You have until our meeting.
Rilla steps away.
Okay. So, with that, we return back to the tavern. This probably would have been only 30 minutes of your time. So by the time that Roila then returns to the tavern, that is around the same time that Ilora and Crucible would be arriving back at the tavern. You see that as you're entering in through the front way, as Ilora and Crucible enter in through the window, that Mundo is still working on the puzzle at the front of the tavern. And when you open the door, yes, do you need anything?
Yes, actually. Oh, hello, you. As she waves to Roila and then looks over at Mundo and holds up a bunch of fish and says, "Could you prepare these for me? For a price, of course, not for free. Could you?"
She caught them herself.
You
What she
bring me
said.
food. Well, you bring me food, and you tell me that you're paying me to. No, I'll do it for free. And then he goes back to the back of the kitchen, and
We'll have some for yourself.
oh, I was counting on it. And he goes back into cooking.
I say to Crucible, "He's growing on me."
I can tell.
Roila?
I'm out with the priest.
Isaiah, he was awake.
Yes.
Poof. Miracles of soul. What did he have to say?
A lot. I'll need to get everyone together. He's going to be coming
Wait.
here tonight.
He was actually useful.
Coming here tonight? Why?
He's dangerous. And desperate.
I will get everyone together. That's going to move past. If Hava or Torin have stayed here, or if Hava's back by now, I know that we've all kind of split off. So Ilora's doing a lap to see if anyone's in the upstairs rooms. If they are, she'll let them know that they're downstairs preparing dinner. If they're not, she'll just head back downstairs.
I
Torin will
As
definitely.
Ilora goes, and it's just Crew and Roila. What did you say to him to make him dangerous? Because he was a right git when I was there.
The moment he realized that he could possibly get back inside of those walls, reminded me of Reva's.
Okay. And he's coming here tonight,
Yes,
full of desperation.
very much so.
Is this an okay conversation to have in a somewhat public place?
We have rooms upstairs.
Okay.
And if we're truly desperate and afraid that he might reveal us, we can deal with it.
What do you mean by that?
I'm not sure just yet.
Just listen, whatever you... I quite like Mundo. If things do get messy, can we do this somewhere else?
I know, I was thinking we could teleport him somewhere, just in case.
Just a thought. Alright. I'm interested to see what he has to say.
Yeah. How
He's
was
so
your
dangerous now.
How was your sky date with Ilora?
What?
Hopefully far better than this.
No, okay. She kind of gives you a look, is intentionally ignoring the word choice in this moment. We saw Colosseum. It's fucking huge. Looked for some weak points in the perimeter. The docks look promising if we want to weigh in. Ilora saw some good spots for hiding. Like decrepit, kind of just fallen apart places that would be easy to sneak away to in case things get hairy in there.
Got it.
Also saw a tower with no windows, courtesy of the light, I think. Tall tower, too.
Maybe
Thought you might
that's
be
where the
interested.
light is staying.
It was guarded out the arse, so I imagine.
Someone important, sir.
For sure. What do you make of that tower, though?
Well, until we see the inside, it could just be some sort of fortress. So there's not much we can make of it until we, I guess, get in there.
Fortress to not be able to see out of it, though.
Very true. Especially if there was some sort of entity that wanted to remain hidden.
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
I hope, for Torin's sake, I hope. Wait, As a group, do we all know that the entity is present yet, or we do not? It is only Hava and Torin. Just confirming.
Roila does know, but
You
he's
know for
only
sure,
shared.
but you
Yes, because he
haven't
used
shared it with-
divination. And you
Yeah,
would be the
'cause-
first person outside of Torin that he had a chance to share it with.
Okay.
And then Torin and Hava just know.
Yeah, because of reasons. I mean, for Torin's sake, I hope he's not here.
Fortunately, he is.
Sorry, what?
I used divination magic earlier. I was able to ask through the favor of the gods to reveal if a servant of him was present, which normally by proxy means that he is.
Fuck.
Well, at least based on the caves.
Probably already knows we're here.
It's a possibility.
Shit.
It's also why, well,
Wait, did you tell Torin?
I did.
Okay. Okay.
So I told him not to act hasty, so just because we need to be careful. My biggest concern is that if we tip our hand too early, the defenses might get raised.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to do that before we've even gotten in.
Yes, exactly. That's why I'm concerned about the priest. I don't want him blabbering about. Slow
don't
and
need any
steady into the city is our best
Unnecessary
bet.
risks. We got to keep it tight.
Exactly.
Man.
No unnecessary risks at all.
Yeah, none at all.
Perfect. Oh, there's the rest of the group.
That really hurt. I don't like moonshine.
It's
I totally forgot.
it's
I don't like it. My throat hurts.
How
Well,
much did you
yeah.
have? Where did you get moonshine?
we
We
made
got
a
it.
decision.
Mundo
But yes,
You're both
has
trashed.
moonshine.
Oh, what a night
more
we're about to
moonshine.
have.
He like comes around the corner
No,
like
wait,
wiping.
Wait, Mundo, wait.
Well, look at what I
No.
can do. And she's gonna try to wave her hand over what's left of the shot glass. It's like, oh, it's not working. It's empty.
This is have
Oh,
more.
it's all right.
Mundo.
Hey,
she has,
Already
Mundo,
gone.
can we
Already
get
gone out of the
Mundo,
door.
Can we get some more moonshine? But she's mouthing the word water behind her hand.
Yes, of course. Yes, I will.
It
I will
works,
grab more moonshine.
Kind of.
Yes.
Same
Goes
time.
into the kitchen and just grabs giant tankards and puts it in front of you.
I watched
Moonshine
it.
special. You probably won't be able to taste it because of how much you've already
'Cause
had.
you're
This is a
so-
special though.
yes.
This is very good. This is very good.
It's very good. Top shelf.
Well, look at what I
Yeah.
can do. And she's
I'm
gonna
looking.
try to put the black fire on top of it like a lit shot. And it's not working. Oh, why isn't this one working?
He's already gone.
It's
He's
all
gone.
right. It's all right.
Right. So, important group meeting, everyone.
It's so important.
Oh,
Everybody's going to take it so seriously.
Yeah.
That's fine.
How many fingers am I
We're
holding
having
up?
a visitor tonight.
Fine. In front of Torin's face
Visitor.
immediately. Yeah, a visitor.
The priest will be
The
coming
Lord.
by. No, the priest.
Blessings. The priest? Which one?
Priest.
Isaiah.
The only one we've met.
I didn't know if there were more.
We are in a very dangerous position. I need to let everyone know I used divination magic earlier and discovered that the entity or servant of them is present in the walls of the city. So, it is
I look at
important
Torin's face when he says that.
that we have to tread lightly on who is alerted within the walls about this. About, well, our presence in general. Which leads me to our current predicament, the priest Isaiah. Tried speaking with him gently, you all would be proud. he knows about the twins and the prophecy.
Shit.
And he wants to use that as an opportunity to get back into the city. Because there are those in the Faith District who believe in the prophecy. Now, if you ask me, I do not believe it is for altruistic reasons. I think within those walls there is another game of politics happening within the Faith District. And those individuals are vying for power. So, when I say
I
they
have to
make
tell you
allies,
What?
yes.
If this priest is connected with some of the higher ups, there's a chance he's connected with the entity. And it's no longer an entity, it is a demon.
What? What do you mean?
A demon. And how do you
What do
know
you-
this?
I want to start by saying that it was reckless and it was stupid, but we were very careful and it does not know that we are here.
What did you do?
I connected to it. It was just a one-way connection. It wants the cure because then it will hold it over everybody in this world. It will delight in people's suffering, in the turmoil that it would cause everybody to want to find this cure. If this priest is coming and they have connections with higher ups in the city, there's a chance that he has a direct connection to the demon. I'm sorry. If he was here, I needed to just know. I needed to know what it was, and I did something scary and reckless, and I promise you,
Why
didn't know.
you tell me before I left?
I was scared. I did something really stupid. And I did the stupid thing. I did the stupid thing.
Ilora
Because
can
I
use
just-
divination right now.
Let me check if I have used it yet this long.
But we were cautious. We
Oh,
were
I
shielded.
I believe you did
Yeah.
at
Both
the
did.
outpost. You had checked the half and half. Yeah.
That's why I did it before we rested, and I haven't come back to
Mhm.
rest yet.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, I did it to narrow down where Lucan would be. All right. So we know someone is coming. We have no idea how dangerous they are, but we should always assume the worst. Time for blame is not now. Time for planning is now.
Yes. Planning.
I
That's how we
put
do
both
this.
of my hands, one on Hava and one on into Torin. Rest. I will spend 2 of those tokens, which I believe are my last 2 for this rest. Yep, and
Okay.
they're gone. And you immediately sober up, and she says, "Are you with me?"
Yes, ma'am.
Lovely.
We need to monitor the priest immediately. Until the meeting. Just to be sure. Until we can get back our divination capabilities.
Wonderful. Would that be better with Torin's particular eye, or would that be better with Crucible's particular skills?
What's the distance on the eye?
It's now quick question for Jonny. When we did that spell to push the range, did that extend it permanently, or was it just for that one?
No, that was just for that
Okay.
one thing. Yeah.
This is the spell on. It goes to very far range.
So like 300 feet, couple hundred feet.
It's not
So
far enough.
it would be able to reach.
Oh, it would?
Very
Oh,
far would
sick.
be able to reach.
Okay, great. If we could send that eye just to monitor until the meeting, we just need to make sure that he does not go to speak to anyone beforehand. If at any moment it seems that he would be a threat to that, we teleport him to the Coxwells. There, we have friends who can keep him occupied in the meantime.
And isolated.
How? I worry about the Cogswelth being the destination. I was hoping we could send that inventor and his child there. I wouldn't want to send someone we might be associating with the entity there. Could we? How do you feel about the caves?
I'm not sure what resources would still be in there for him to survive.
I know.
And there's also the fear of blighters. If that is the case, with how weak of a person he is, I'd be better off killing him myself.
I tried to talk to him today. Not as a prophecy, just as a person. He may not be forever lost, but he is lost now. This is too important to be spoiled because of one man's desperation for selfish comfort.
I'll do what is necessary when the time comes, but we need to monitor him.
Understood, you will not do it alone, is what I'm telling you. You will not have to.
Resolve this with meeting with the priest, because he said there might be a way to get us into the city as quickly as possible. I want to hear what his proposal is, but I still believe the best course of action is for us to grab that dwarven treasure, move quietly, blending in.
Storyteller, real quick. Can I make an instinct roll to see if our beloved bartender / chef has been keying in?
Absolutely. No roll needed. There's a lot of noise coming from the kitchen. It doesn't seem like he's trying to pay attention.
Roila, you said that this priest had connections with the faith and others in the city. Is that who they're planning to get us in through? Does that seem to be the case?
He had a close relationship with the faith, but he also would not reveal the individual who had gotten him his position in the church in the first place. He's only there because of nepotism, I believe is the word.
So someone else in leadership there.
Yes. There's also this mysterious advisor. About a year ago, someone came into town acting as an advisor on behalf of... Insert the light or the
light or the faith. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get this.
I know.
Get this info in
Whichever
character
one
with it
which was
because
said
I have
before.
notes.
So
Mayor has notes. Hava doesn't know it yet.
So before the faith was the advisor of the light. And
The
about a
faith
year
was
ago,
the advisor to the light? And
the
then-
faith
okay.
was the advisor to the light.
Okay.
And the advisor had come in about a year ago, making promises that Isaiah was unaware of, and basically dethroned the faith in their position and just kept them in the Faith District and just kept
And
them there. The advisor
is-
then created a position, basically, which is why their name is just the advisor. And so the Faith
this
has been looking for
information-
dirt on this person this entire time because they are trying to regain their position.
This information kind of gets given to us.
Yeah, I mean, that's what
Yeah,
Roila was told this by
Right.
Isaiah.
Yeah, and Roila's relaying all this information.
This would have come to it. It's like a year ago. How long for us was the fight where we came across the entity?
Oh, that was like a couple weeks ago, if
A couple
even that.
weeks ago.
Not even that.
Okay.
No, it was like under a week ago. A few. No. Yeah, it would have been a week ago. A week ago, almost.
They were
exactly.
able to teleport away as well.
Right.
Hava's kind of having a moment within this. Is like, is there any chance that this advisor could be connected to this entity?
It is a strong possibility, but nothing I can figure out until I can divine.
Ah,
Which is why
I,
we must rest.
As this
Storytelling.
conversation's, oh, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
no. You go first.
Okay. Just real quick, as this conversation's been happening, Torin is very much closing into himself, and I'm spending the hope to manifest the eye, and then I am like sending it to stick to any dark corners, any shadows, so that I can get sight on the individual.
Well,
just to keep an eye.
There just so happens to be a nice little hole in the roof where Ilora was using that to keep an
All
eye.
it sees is this.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. Yeah. Well, there's water also coming out of here, so it's just a lot of rain falling into a bucket, but you're able to get a good view of the temple or the House of Soul.
Okay.
Here, as the conversation continues, here you see Priest Isaiah is just pacing and like mumbling under his breath, like, okay, so if I do, and seeming to like try to be planning out different avenues of how to approach this. They are still in the temple.
I relay that, and then I just sit quietly and let everybody else plan.
I have a question. Hava, I as a character within this do not have divination necessarily as a spell, but as a warlock with this connection, even if it's not in a clear yes and no sense in the way that that spell works, would you be willing to have me dump some favor towards trying to get any other sort of guidance?
Perhaps.
Okay.
I think it depends on the question.
Questions, man. It seems that a lot of us were, I guess that Hava would be like, so neither of you are able to speak to your deity right now. What would you be trying, what do you want to know? What do you want to ask them?
If I were going to divine, I would be asking if that priest has any connection directly to the entity. The demon, sorry.
That makes sense.
And she puts a hand on Torin's hand for just a moment before pulling it back. It's I think she can feel the guilt rolling off of him. And she knows what that feels like. So it's just a quick moment of comfort.
Okay. To see if that connection exists there. What about any other information on the demon themselves, too? It seems, Torin, you'd had a long time with them, but you didn't know that they were a demon. Like, do any of you, looking to Ilora and Roila, know anything of dealing with such a creature? With such a being, even? Looking to Crew as well, because have you ever hunted a demon? No?
The only experience I have is what we all had in the cave. Not really one I'm
Crucible
looking forward
hasn't
to
said
repeating.
anything this whole time. she was told that this is a time for planning, so she's keeping her seething to herself.
Okay. Well, my connection with my deity is not exactly the same as yours, but I can give it a go. Asking things of Moors is a little different. So, Jonny, is that something... Trying to see if there would be any connection that way.
How much favor do you have?
Currently 12 because of the rest, and we've done a lot of recon and not a lot of combat, and I've been tithing each night.
So the number that I had in mind
Mhm.
was going to be 5.
Oh, yes.
I think that 5, and this is going to be a tithing move
Okay.
in its essence. So you are connecting to your deity. You won't gain the favor from the tithing, but
Right. So it's using
spend the
what would
5
be gained. Spending the 5, not being able
it's
to
5
get
in
it.
addition to the tithing.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Sweet.
You reach out to Morse. And each of you see Hava has like this very pale, ashy look to her. But you can see what embers are in the cracks of her skin slowly go out. Begin to see what little color she has begins to fade as she connects to Morse. You feel that cold enveloping of death and serenity. You ask if there is a connection. You hear Morse's voice. That is a priest of another god. Or at least one that claims to be. Who are they to you?
Of my companions, it is a priest of the god that they follow, but we believe that through a connection with one of our other companions and information we've gathered that they may be connected to a demon as well.
A demon. A demon and a priest. Feel this cold rush of air. No. No. That doesn't work. No, this one... This one has been afoot in their grave for a long time. They wouldn't have a relation with a demon. They're already too close to me. No.
In what way?
Well, they are reckless. The writing has been on the wall for quite some time. They just refuse to accept it.
And And you can, Moors would see just how nervous that Hava is to ask anything more. She knows she's pushing it. If we go into the city, you know that we're seeking this cure, as you set out for me to do. They're helping. Would you be able to help guide us, to keep them from your side for a little longer, until we can? I've just come to care for them. The what?
My little one. That is why you are with them.
Thank you.
Do my bidding. And you feel yourself rush back to your body.
And Hava's there catching her breath. Not with the demon. He's not with the demon.
More.
She takes a shaking sip of the water. With it.
Are you all
It's
right?
nice. Yes. Yes. She's
Okay.
very gracious. The priest is not with the demon, but he is close to death, is what she says.
Well, then we'll still monitor him in case he gets reckless.
Good.
I think Ilora's going to pass out whatever, like fried fish stew. I don't know what he made, but you're going to pass out some plates to everyone, and take her own upstairs, saying, "We'll need ourselves at our best. I'm going to take dinner, get some light rest and prayers in, and I will be back before the meeting takes place. I will leave the door unlocked. Come and get me if you need me." And she'll head upstairs to eat. She has already asked Mundo to put 2 servings aside instead of 3. She had planned to go take one to the priest, but after this new news, she's only going to take one to Emil and his child. I can't remember.
There's
the child.
one last thing.
Thank you. Yes?
The general. That is who leads the Reavers.
We saw a strange, like a campground, a training ground, really, when we were doing flight. A general. If they were anywhere on a regular basis, it'd probably be there. And I think, based on the map that you gave us, Jonny, Ilora would put her plate down for a moment and sketch out the map as best as she could from her memory, and then slide it over to Crucible, so Crucible could add any details or anything that she had missed, so that Roila could have a look, and she'd point out the things that she had noticed while flying over, and say, "But if worse comes to worse, if the vault is a bust, if this priest is a hassle, I can get us into the city. It would just be under extreme duress. We have a way in, we have a way out. This priest business is just an obstacle in the way. We will be all right." She kind of says that to the whole table, not just to Roila, and leaves the map on the table to take her plate.
Okay. So you're taking those 2 servings over to Ymil and Maya.
I have set them to the side, so I'm going upstairs to rest first. I will take
Understood.
them after our meeting.
Got it. Okay. And that leaves the rest of the table.
I'll go rest too. She takes her food with her.
There is a moment where Torin just looks in Crucible's direction, but then doesn't have the courage to say anything. He knows what he did.
I have work to do. I need to go speak with the team in the Cogswell and make sure that they're still on track. And he gets up. I think he heads to the roof.
Okay. Well, the team meeting ends with each person taking their own leave from the table in anticipation for a meeting. A meeting that can make or break this entire operation. One with a priest that doesn't quite believe in what he's set out to do. So with that, unfortunately, High Raiders, this is the end of the session. So stay in there because we're going to be rating Spunky Taylor as we're going to be, she's going to be having a cool little horror, audio horror series thing, first episode, and it's starting tonight. So stay here very soon. We're going to be rating over there. So keep in there. But before we get there, we're going to go around the table, starting with, of course, Daniel.
Hey everyone, my name is Daniel K. Hargrove, also known as Daniel the DM. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Daniel the DM, but if you want to play some D&D or some Daggerheart with me, head on over to Start Playing, because we have a Daggerheart mystery, murder mystery, noir thriller that we're doing every Sunday, and also I've launched a West Marches D&D campaign, so if you want to sign up for that, that will have 2 sessions a week, Monday and Thursdays, so check those out, and check those listings over on Start Playing. You can, easily find that. That's it for me.
Amazing. Kelly!
Hi. I go by the Kill Hop on the internet. If you follow me there, you'll find out what I'm up to. I love it here, contrary to the vibe that I gave for the past half hour. But I love it here. I love these people. I love this game. That's it.
Amazing. Meadow!
Oh, howdy. I'm Meadow. I've been Meadow and will hopefully continue to be Meadow in the future. You can find me everywhere at Howdy Love Darlin GM or Howdy Love Darlin, depending on what was available at the time I made the social media account. You can follow me those places and find me where I'm at. I love these people very, very much. I am not a touch person, but I want to hug them all. So that tells you something. I can't wait for next week. Bye. Oh, I caught a fish for raiders who don't know. I caught a fish.
You caught so many fish. You caught more than one fish.
Yeah, but I told the truth. I also caught one.
Very true. Very true. Mare!
Hello there, my name is Mare. You can find me all over the internet at Oh Hello Mare. You can find me here today on Tuesdays. You can find me also here with Inevitable. You can also find me soon on the 9th of September with a Final Fantasy X podcast that's going to be coming out over at So You Want to Be a Hero podcast. I'm really excited for that. And then occasionally, probably not the next couple weeks because it's beginning of school teacher season, but then you can sometimes find me over on my own channel playing just like weird games sometimes. So yeah, so feel free to come and check that out, and I will see you guys right here next week.
Woo! Actually, I think next week.
Not the next
is
week. I mean, the next week.
Next week is off. September 1st will be off. The
passed a
next week after
quiz.
that, though, the next week after that, we will be live, which will be September 8th. So,
Yes.
yeah, we're gonna have to leave this.
I have to sit on this character guilt for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
That's delicious.
2 weeks. So excited. Bring it on over to Kujo.
Hello, everyone. I am the aforementioned Kujo. I have played Torin, who made a decision and is reaping the consequences of said decision, which is a wonderful thing. We love inter-party conflict in games.
I love you.
I love this party so much. I love you, Kelly. Legitimately, every time I glanced at your camera, I was like, Jesus. Jesus. But no, when I'm not making wild character choices as Torin, you can find me all over places. Either Kujo plays games for personal stuff, or you can follow Critic Chronicles for official show announcements, updates, highlights, that sort of thing. Stream schedule. Mondays, we have Destiny's Path with Pathfinder. It is sponsored by Paizo and also WizKids. Do you like minis? Boy, I like minis. Go tune in. You might win some minis. Tuesdays, congratulations, you found us. It's Bitten, our Last of Us / Walking Dead inspired Daggerheart actual play. Wednesdays is Inevitable, which is a fantastic Western Arthurian story where Zach did an incredible editing job, and you should tune in because the first episode was incredible. Thursdays, we are Dark. Fridays, we have Shadows Over Baldur's Gate, our spiritual sequel D&D campaign to the award-winning video game Baldur's Gate 3. If you are into that story in that world, we are entering into a new land that we've not explored before. And then lastly, if you are a fan of my voice, you can check out the award-winning and multi-award nominated podcast, The Road to Hell, Hunter the Reckoning Chronicle, that I may have been nominated. There's some stuff for. But
Don't mumble that.
before we
It's
get ready for
true.
the raid, I'm going to hand it over to the nastiest of the nasty Johnnies, Nasty Johnny.
This nasty meat
Hey, what's up,
man.
everybody? I'm Nasty Jonny.
Yummy.
I just love it here, just like everybody else has said. This is just such a great table, great story that we're making together. I am just so happy to be here. That's pretty much all I can say about this. If you want to learn how to play Daggerheart, I have it on my YouTube channel, but if you want to catch up on Bitten, also on the YouTube. Actually, I do have an announcement. Oh God, we have some merch for Bitten, new merch. It has the entire cast on there, the
Emery's
cast
art.
and oh my goodness, it is so nice. So if you're interested in checking it out, all you have to do is go to bit.ly/Bitten merch, and it'll take you to the merch page for Talking XP in general. I'll have like Ravenloft Misfits stuff on there for my Chris Strahd stuff that I did way long ago. But at the very top of it is said merch shirt. So it is so cool.
It's so pretty.
It's oh my God, I cannot believe.
I gotta put
just-
it on my body.
Yeah, it's really great. So go check it out if you're interested in that. We have other merch on there too. So if you're interested, check it out. But yeah, that's me. Let's get a raid going, yeah?
Yeah, we're going to get a raid for Spunky Taylor, who is a very, very dear friend of the channel. Taylor is like one of the best humans ever, so go tell them that we sent you. And also inform Taylor that Meadow, aka Ilora, caught a fish, which is very exciting news, and it should be shared.
I will tell him.
Everywhere.
Immediately.
But for those in chat, to Folk and Myth, to Diana of the Rose, to Zeal Zaddy, thank you so much for trusting us with your community. Thank you guys so much for the raids. We love you. We appreciate you. Please be nice to each other. We'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.
Good night.